Welcome back to another episode of School Airway. Some of you do not know who Dr. George Kovacs is. I consider him almost like the Levitan of Canada. He has contributed with Adam Law, who happens to be an anesthesiologist. Together they've written two editions, a first and a second edition now of Emergency Airways Management. Just because it's from Canada doesn't mean it's bad. It can mean good things as well. Okay, I learned a method to position the patient in case they weren't already placed in a sniffing position, or ear to sternum position, or RAM position, whatever name you use with the stretchers. I'm going to tell you, a lot of the patients that you will be intubating, if you have no problems of your own, will be those of other people that have problems with intubating. And the most common reason would be a coffin position. The patient was already placed in a coffin position, which is not ideal, because usually the coffin position, when you're doing CPR, the bed is as low as possible for your short nurses or short male nurses that happen to be either Filipino, Chinese, little people, right? It makes it easier to do CPR, but it makes it way more inconvenient for people who are taller. Now this is a nice position. Ear to sternum notch. Ear to sternum notch. Okay, positioning. Now, the ways to get around it, if they were left in the coffin position, how would I do that? So George Kovacs taught a very good method of intubation. So I'm going to try to show you that with a regular laryngoscope. You enter the same way. Show you the technique, open the mouth. You can actually try to, instead of just barely doing ECM now, you'll be lifting up the head with the neck. And try to appropriate the best view possible. And how to keep my head elevated. The magic pillow comes back. So position point, I can possibly use my bougie aided glide scope for intubation. Okay, not perfect, but not as bad as the coffin position, because the coffin position is really meant for the coffin, the airway coffin that leads to the final coffin. Okay, it's up to you what type of coffin you want to have for your patient and for yourself as you pay the lawsuits and found guilty in court for negligence or poor skill set. Please come back to another episode of School Airway.